Welcome back to another edition of Melville Today. I'm Annabelle.
And I'm Riley. Here's a look at what you'll see in today's broadcast.
We take a look at a local bakery remodel, the fall theater production, and a new family-owned market.
All that and more.
Melville Today starts now. For our first story, we take a look at the remodel of the local MacArthurs Bakery.
Sam and Aaron have the coverage.
We took a look at MacArthurs Bakery, who is now paired with Pioneer Cafe.
Changes that MacArthurs has had. So when COVID hit, we had to go to primarily by orders. About 6 weeks ago, we opened up the remodel of our cafe. We've now added breakfast, brunch, and lunch, as well as brought donuts back, and implemented a training program for adults with intellectual disabilities. I wish that they knew that we had the cafe now, that it's here. It's slowly gaining traction, and then that we do have the program where we employ adults with intellectual disabilities. So we've been doing cakes for almost 68 years, so we're by far very popular with people and their cakes. We start somewhere between 3:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning, baking and making icing and the products in the back, and then we're open until 6 and usually cleaning up, but it's busy from about 3:30 on. COVID was hard. A lot of bakeries didn't make it through COVID and a lot of restaurants didn't, so we're definitely seeing the upswing now.
Well, today's Pancake Day, I think National Pancake Day, so we beeline for MacArthur's, and they have their bottomless cup of coffee, so that's our favorite, and love the updates, beautiful.
I tried the avocado toast and I thought it was really good. I definitely recommend it.
That is above average quality, and 1 to 5, I'm giving it a 4.
With photographer Aaron DeRoy, I'm Samantha Roth for Melville Today.
We learned more about the plays showing throughout the rest of this week.
Let's take a look.
Putting on the production Letters to Salah. Their first date for the show is Wednesday, October 25th, and there'll be shows Thursday through Saturday at 7 p.m. We asked Miss Beck how she decided to choose Letters to Salah.
I originally wanted to do Anne Frank because I really like historical plays, but then a friend of mine suggested to do Letters to Salah, and so I looked at it and it had a lot of really cool female parts, and then I read the story all together, and it was this story that I've never heard of before, nor did I think anybody else had ever heard of it, and I think that it's a great learning tool, mostly because Salah is 16 and almost all of my students are around that same age.
Senior actor Jared is excited to shine light on the Holocaust to educate people.
I think it's a very interesting story. It's very important. It's not like a typical show. It means bringing light to a topic that I think needs to be talked about more, especially different aspects of it, because you hear a lot about the same people, same scenarios. But I think this show shines a light on other people.
The students have been doing a lot of research and took a trip to the Holocaust Museum to make the show authentic.
We did a lot of research on what clothing they wore, where they slept, how they slept, what the feeling was in the area and stuff like that. So I feel like it's going to be really authentic to what it was.
Senior actor Angelina shares why this play matters.
She kept so many letters in those camps, and they were all from real people. They're all real people. They're not just characters. It's very authentic when you try to play the parts. I just think it's such a raw feeling to play them.
With photographer Claire Kimberlin, this is Lucy Ledbetter for Melville Today.
Now let's take a look at a new local market owned by a Melville family.
Abella and Allison take us to Cairo Market.
Welcome to Cairo Market. This is a new and upcoming business on Limay Ferry Road. They'll be offering a lot of different Egyptian and Arab snacks and products.
And I am originally from Egypt. So that's why this store called Cairo Market. This is a capital of Egypt. This store will not be just for Egyptian Arab grocery. It's also going to be for old Egyptian gifts, the pharaohs stuff. I did work in Arnold and I did work in Fenton, but all these areas doesn't have Arab groceries. We don't. We have to drive all the way to South Grand or to Manchester to get our shopping, cultural food. My goal for the store, for the people around us here, is to have like whatever they need that they used to eat in their countries. And it's gonna get me to have more friends. If inshallah it went fine, I'm planning to open the restaurant or maybe another one. I'm not sure yet. It's just you put the basics and go with how it's gonna take you.
With photographer Abella Bobbich, I'm Allison Baker with Melville Today.
Now let's go behind the scenes in the office and meet the administrative assistants. Take a look.
Very great, This is just somebody. I have been a secretary for 5 years. I am DJ Mateer's a videographer every Friday.
What I love most about Melville High School are the students. We really enjoy working with them here in the office, and I love to go to the games and all the extracurricular activities that they have. One of my most memorable moments, I actually have three. I had three students graduate from here while I was here, so I think my most memorable moments were those days of graduation. I really enjoy my job, but what makes it the best is working with Ms. Cordes and Ms. Rainey and our awesome administrative staff, so this experience has been much better than I ever thought it would be.
I am the voice behind the Pledge of Allegiance every morning over the announcement. And to the Republic. I am also the house DJ on Fridays. Good afternoon, Melville High School. This is Mrs. Rainey. I have to say my most embarrassing moment here at Melville High School would be a few school years ago. Mr. Razika was actually still here. I split the bottom of my pants, and I didn't know that I did that, and I proceeded to get out of my cubicle. I walked to the restroom. If it's a great time, send her now. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Students, when they get called to the office, they think they're in major trouble, so they're scared to come into the office. So we try to have them leave here knowing that this is a positive place to be. That even if it is for a discipline, we try to make them feel good about the situation, how they can improve. That way, they're no longer scared to come down and see us.
With photographer Erna Ahmetovic, this is Adam Music with Melville Today.
Melville Media hosted a pumpkin painting contest recently, and the submissions were very impressive.
Melanie and Regan have the story.
On this episode of Melville Media, we asked art students from each grade to paint pumpkins so we can showcase their art, and this is how it went.
And so do you have any ideas so far of what you might be painting on this pumpkin?
I was thinking, based off the movie Corpse Bride by Tim Burton.
Currently, right now, I'm thinking of a Peanuts theme, like Charlie Brown and Snoopy, because it's very Halloween themed, so it's very basic, nothing special yet. So
pumpkin.
I kind of want to go with something trendy, so maybe like Barbie or Drake's dropping an album. I was thinking his album cover for all the dogs.
I had two ideas that are not exactly the same. One of them, I talked with my mom about this, and she said that maybe doing something Disney, so I thought that I could do the Disney castle with a bunch of Disney characters in front of it, or I could go more Halloween themed and do a bunch of Halloween characters collaged. I was thinking maybe adding clouds to make it blend out to the bottom.
Once they were done, we put them on display for students around Melville to observe and share which ones were their favorites and why.
Luke Mueller's, because his was really creative. I would not have thought of having nerds on a pumpkin, but I thought it was really creative and cool.
I like the nerd cluster one because I thought it was really creative, and I really like nerd clusters.
We then checked back with our junior contestant Luke Mueller on some concluding thoughts he had on how his pumpkin turned out.
I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it represents a nerd pretty well, but I wish there was a rapper. That would have been the icing on the cake.
With videographer Regan Henderson, I'm Melanie Morton-Shahy on Melville Today.
For our last segment, we take a look at a Melville student spotlight in our new series called Humans of Melville.
Jack shows us one student's unique hobby.
The person that got me into archery was my dad when I was about 10 or 11. elevator pitch would be you get to go outside, you get to shoot a bow, which a lot of people have never done. You get to feel a little bit more with nature. It's very calming. You get to work out your arms a little bit. It's nice. I go shooting about 5 times a month about. I think it's just fun. I enjoy it. It's calm, relaxing. I don't know.
That's all for today's broadcast.
For more coverage, follow us on social media at Melville Media and visit us online at melvillemedia.com. Thanks for watching.